Hello everybody and welcome back to All That Jess. How are you doing? To do bang! Today I am going to talk about something that I get asked about so often. It's insane. People always ask me what was my first impression of Brazilian people. I'm dedicating this video to one of my close friends because the other day she had her first kind of encounter with a Brazilian, and afterwards when we were talking about it, it started bringing back all these memories to me of the first time that I ever met my boyfriend Arwa, the first time that I went to Brazil, just the first time that I ever even met Brazilians in general. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what my thoughts were, but also what it was like meeting Brazilian people as an Irish person, because there are still some differences there that we probably need to talk about. First thing you guys need to know is that I had never met a Brazilian person until I was 20 years of age. When I turned 20 years of age, I went out to a house party where it was full of Brazilian people, and let's just basically say my world was turned upside down since that day. I had never met anybody like Brazilians. You guys are like the craziest people I have ever met. Nobody parties like Brazilians do. There was this kind of, I don't know what it was, but I feel like it was some kind of like energy that you guys just have that kind of drew me in, you know what I mean? I just found that Brazilians are like so energetic, so outgoing, so confident, just you're unlike anybody I had ever met before. Let's just get honest about something for a second. Brazilian people, in my eyes, are just the most beautiful people I've ever seen. Really, well, the moment I saw Arwa, you guys know, I instantly fell in love. He was the most handsome person I had ever laid eyes on. But just in general, I really believe that like Brazilians are the most good looking people like on planet Earth. I don't even know how it's humanly possible, but you're like God's gift to the earth. I will never forget when I went to Brazil and I was like sitting on the beach in Copacabana and just looking at the people going past and just thinking to myself, like, how is this humanly possible? Like, not only do the girls have like the most beautiful skin and hair and the big brown eyes, but they've also got boobs and bums and really skinny waists as well. Like, how did that happen? That's unfair. That is not okay. And in the meantime, I'm walking down Copacabana glowing because I'm so ridiculously white. I'm like a ghost walking down Copacabana beach. So unfair. But in all honesty, there really is something so beautiful about Brazilian people. There's something about your eyes and your smiles, and it's contagious. It's absolutely contagious. But one of the other things that I noticed when I was in Brazil was how family focused you guys are. When I was in Brazil and I was with Arwa's family, not only were they just incredibly welcoming, like the most welcoming people I've ever met in my life, but there's just such a beautiful connection between Brazilian families. And I'm not sure if it's every Brazilian family, but I really love the way like every single weekend Arwa and his cousins and his aunties and uncles and everybody would just get together and have dinner and celebrate. That was one of the first things that I noticed about Brazilian people when I was over there, and it's a really lovely thing. Now let's talk about my first impressions of Brazilians when it comes to flirting and kissing and relationships and stuff like that. I will never forget the day that I went to the Woolshed, which is a bar in Dublin, which is very popular among Brazilians because it shows a lot of the football matches and stuff like that, but they also have like kind of a samba night or something. And I went to the Woolshed on the samba night, and as soon as I walked in the door, I was like, what the heck? What is going on here, right? Because I couldn't believe how sexual you guys are. Like, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. Like, there was like people up against the wall, like kissing each other, but extremely intensely, like extremely intensely, okay? It's just, I think when it comes to that kind of sexual nature and the flirting and, you know, kissing people in bars, whatever else, Irish people and Brazilian people we're pretty different. We're pretty different, I think. So I think that's why a lot of Brazilian people have a problem when they come to Ireland and they want to get with an Irish guy or an Irish girl, and they kind of go in full steam ahead, and they go in really intensely, let's just say. You guys are very intense, okay? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna put it out there. You guys are you're pretty full on, right? And I think if you want to get with an Irish girl or an Irish guy, I think you need to, you know, tone that down just a little bit. Just a little bit, okay? That was one of my first impressions. You guys are very intense when it comes to the, you know, the sexual nature of things, and Irish people were a little step behind you, I think. But aside from all that, in general, Brazilian people are literally my favorite people on the planet. You guys are beautiful inside and out. You are welcoming, friendly, energetic, confident. You're pretty much all the things I kind of wish I could be all the time. I like to think that I've, you know, kind of inherited a little bit of Brazilianness as well. But seriously, my first impression of Brazilian people was fantastic. There is nobody else in the world like you guys. And I kind of wish I could be Brazilian sometimes. I would love to know what your first impressions were of Irish people. So leave a comment down below, comment aqui embaixo, and let me know. If you're living in Ireland, were Irish people what you thought they were going to be? Were they not what you thought they were going to be? Are we mean? Are we ugly? Are we sad and unhelpful? Tell me all the horrible things about Irish people. I'm just kidding, guys. I will see you again very, very, very soon. And if there's anything you guys want me to talk about in the next video, you know what to do. Leave a comment down below and give me some ideas. Até mais. Beijo. Ciao.